Hello everybody, I am Andy McDaniel, welcome back to Critical Point, Episode 6. After I try and get into this super authentic accent again. Yeah. After Elise finished drying her eyes, we called Wong back in as well as her subordinates.
それでどうなったの?
Her tone sounded like she was sure that we had wasted our time. We did some searching and discovered that it was the automatic diagnosis system that was broken, the software to be more precise. At my response, she gave me a look like I was some simple-minded fool and gestured with her chin.
ミス・マレッタ、調べてみて。はい。
I could see that Maretta was doing the same check as before. Naturally, the failure points displayed this time. Maretta must have given the same reaction as I had.
こんなに?
I understood her disbelief. In just a few hours, the situation had been reversed 180 degrees.
さすがね。
Wong looked a bit chagrined. Nothing extravagant, just used some special techniques with my fingers up your bum.
特殊なテクニック?
Yes, also tongue techniques. Licky licky. Wong replied as she glanced over at Elise. I played my hand before she could. Hey, don't go questioning her. In P7, that's parenthetically protection level 7, Elise is prevented from saying anything about this, or what we did in this room before you got back. That's the truth. The existence of the EL series itself was a top secret item.
エリスですって?
Wong raised an eyebrow at that.
随分と仲良くなったものね。
You had two young people of the opposite sex in a closed room for an extended period. It would be strange not to become friendly. Because we fucked. I intended it as a joke, but I was surprised by the burning glances I got from the other crew members. Right. Now that we've turned that corner, I'm going to take a break. Any objections?
どうぞ。
Wong had no reason to stop me, so she didn't. And Elise?
トライアド少尉は勤務時間中です。
I decided that I wasn't up to arguing with her. I remembered Rico's discomfort around her. Too bad. I guess she'll just have to stick it out here. I could feel the piercing glares at my back as I left CIC. They're all jealous because I got to have sex with an android. After leaving CIC, I made it back to my compartment with no problems. That's because Monica popped up right before I left CIC, almost as though she had been lying in wait for me. We didn't take any detours, but she impudently pressed her way into my compartment after we arrived.
ちぇ、代わり映えのしねえ部屋だな。ゲスト部屋ならちったら違うと思ったんだけどな。
She's really off in her own world. If she didn't like it, she could just leave. She sat down, evidently hoping for a lead or something. Then Rico came rushing into the room too, even though I hadn't called for her. Yay, threesome! Eh? No? Oh, I didn't think so. Thanks to these two, the room felt even smaller than it already was.
聞きましたよ。これまで技術部員がどうにもできなかった問題をたった数時間で解決してしまったんですってね。
She must have heard the big news, come running right away. Monica let out a low whistle. Is it going to be any better than the last time you tried to whistle? Come on, it's just putting your lips together and sucking on my dick.
そいつはすげえや。旦那見かけによらず凄腕だったんだね。
Yes, and you're worse than you look at whistling. That was terrible yet again. Learn to practice and practice to learn. What do you mean better than I look?
すまねえ。悪気はねえんだったら 勘弁してくんな、旦那。
Break you off a piece of that sweet ass bar. Of course, it was almost 100% Elise's work. I couldn't take too much of the credit. Then it was Rico's turn to butt in with her sweet ass.
すごいです。態度の尊敬しちゃいます。
Rico's dark eyes shone, sparkling with adulation. I'll never get used to that kind of talk. It makes me feel all itchy. She must have created some image of me in her cyberworld imagination that I'd never be able to live up to. But damned if I wasn't going to try. Now bend over! Just then, the terminal signaled an incoming message. Carla, the base commander, appeared on the screen. 4-way? Yes? Eh? Probably not.
大隅隊員、こちらへ来てくれないかしら。お話があります。
Here it comes. Understood. I'll be right there.
お願いね。
The very brief conversation ended right there. I'd been expecting such a call from the moment I'd used Elise. Sexually and repeatedly in the CIC room. You didn't get to see it. It was very private, very special. Leave it alone. It didn't take much to figure out that I was more than a simple technical advisor when the Colonel was the only person on the base who should know that Elise was a high-performance android. She was sure to have figured out why the High Command had sent me here. If it were me, I'd have figured it out. No soldier, especially a commander, would welcome an investigator. An investigation meant that the High Command didn't trust its subordinates. This was a sticky situation. Not being trusted also meant being suspected of treachery. Of course, it's going to hit me the hardest. If I screwed up, I wouldn't be able to perform my duties as an investigator. I might even be sent home on the next shuttle. If that happened, why are you two staring and glaring and smiling at me? Are you going to have sex with me or not? Anyway, if that happened, my ability to perform my duties would be questioned. I had to prevent that from happening at all costs. I'd better get moving and go to meet my fate. Seriously, you're just standing there. It's quite unnerving. Well, will you two please leave now?
オーケーオーケー。中佐のところに行くんだろ。なんなら俺が案内してってもいいんだぜ。
ダメです。
Ugh. Cat fight. Yay! Tear each other's clothes off and slip around in jello. No? You guys are no fun. Rico wouldn't hear of Monica guiding me.
サポート役は私の仕事です。案内は私がします。
オーケーオーケー。
Surprisingly, Monica backed off. I couldn't care less who guided me, as long as somebody grabbed my dick. I understood that Rico was base personnel, but how could I ditch Monica? I'll have to be on my guard with a journalist around. I decided to talk it over with Carla. But before that, I had to make sure that I wasn't kicked off the base. I'd better not hang myself before my trial, though. First, I'll tell Monica that she has to leave. Monica seemed to have figured out what I was thinking.
実施し。さては旦那、俺に惚れたかい？
Huh?
まあそうだろうな。俺ってナイスバディだもんな。
Hold on there.
そうすりゃ俺だって考えちゃうぜ。旦那も結構いい男だもんな。タイプってやつかい？実施し。
So that's what a chortle sounds like. Not a fan. Someone is jumping to conclusions. And I like those conclusions. Come on, three-way's back on. Let's do this. No, Rico, no, you don't seem too enthused about. No, okay. A sulky-faced Rico broke in at that moment.
態度のはそんなことは考えていません。
Yes, I was. Shut up, Rico. You're cock-blocking me. Yeah, right. I was totally thinking that. Come on, sex game, hentai, animated boobies that I'll have to edit out later.
もうお引き取りください。
Oh, Rico.
オーケーオーケー、よくわかったぜお嬢ちゃん。あんた旦那に惚れてるね。
What? While I stood there gaping in disbelief, Rico sputtered out a denial defensively.
そんなんじゃありません。尊敬しているんです。
Yeah, she respects my boner.
それが惚れてるって言うんだよ。じっしし。
Seriously, enough with the chortling already. It's not sexy. It's not appealing. I don't want anything to do with it. Go away. This was getting out of hand. I meant my penis was getting out of hand because it's in no one's hand. There's 2 of you, 4 hands. Come on. It would be completely natural for me to side with Rico in this, but would that benefit me or just make things worse? I seem to recall a similar example from my information warfare course. What? How the hell does that relate to this at all? Either way, if I didn't resolve this conflict, we wouldn't get anywhere. I interrupted them at that point. Hey, cut the crap!
へいへい、お嬢ちゃんも頑張んなよ。それと旦那は考えといてくれよな。
I will. I already have. Let's do this. Everyone in the bed now. I know it's a tight fit. That's what she said. Let's go. She kept it up at the very end. To the very end. Just the tip. Rico's excitement didn't subside as we walked to the commander's office.
私決めました。
Oh, have you? So, we're going to do it. Decision about what?
私がついていくべき人は態度のです。私正式に任官したら態度のの部署に転属願いを出すんです。
So you're proposing missionary style, me on top, you on bottom, you walking around underneath there doing your sexy business, and me coming on your face then? Alright, I'm all about this. Let's do this. Back in the room, everyone. Monica, come back. She's joking, isn't she? You certainly do decide things pretty simple-mindedly. It won't be too late to change your mind after meeting some other people and learning a few more things. Sexually, I mean.
いいんです。決めましたから。
Rico cut off my protests firmly. She's just like switching a computer on and off. First of all, I'm not important enough to have subordinates. Yet. Just wait. I'll get there eventually.
大丈夫です。態度のほどの能力があればすぐに出世なさいますから。
Cut it out with all the praise. And would you stop saying sir to me all the time?
はい、そうでした。態度の。
Yes, it's adorable. Oh, brother. Same thing happened 3 more times before we reached the commander's office.
篠塚玲子伍長、大隅態度のをお連れしました。
After Rico made her announcement, the speaker responded with Carla's voice.
ご苦労様ご長。タイとは重要な話をしなければなりません。
Of course, I'd be in big trouble if Rico overheard the conversation that was about to take place.
タイのみ入室してください。
Her voice was calm, but also sounded oddly tense. It seemed like I wouldn't be able to avoid getting chewed out a bit. Well, you'll have to be running along now, Rico.
わかりました。お褒めの言葉だけじゃないようですね。やっぱり態度のは重要なお仕事をする方なんです。
No matter what happens, this girl always turns the conversation around to praise me. What am I going to do with her? Spankings, lots of spankings, right on her sweet ass. Yes, that's the plan. Let's do this. With that thought, I sent Rico on her way as the door silently opened. Okay. I think we're right about 15 minutes. I'm gonna cut it here, because last episode went on way too long. I don't want these to be 30-minute episodes. 15, 20 minutes tops. So I think this is a good place to end it. Yeah, critical point. Episode 6? Yeah, episode 6. Right. Haha. Thank you for watching. I am Eddie McDaniel. Till next time, see yas.